In tonight's sports news, Sri Lankan Airlines flies in West Indies, Young and Silas in Under-19 World Cup 11, and St. Lucian swimmers selected to compete in Peru. We bowl off tonight's sports of cricket. Sri Lankan Airlines carried the West Indies cricket team into Colombo on Monday 10 February for its tour of Sri Lanka. The 25-member squad flew into from London on 2 flights, enjoying the comforts of the national carrier's business class cabin. This is the third time that the West Indies team has travelled on Sri Lanka in recent years, having also flown in 2015 and 2016. Arrangements for the squad's travel were made by the Sri Lankan's GSA office in the USA. The West Indies are scheduled to play 3 one-day international and 2 T20 international matches versus Sri Lanka in Colombo, Hambantota and Kandy, preceded by 2 warm-up matches. In more cricket news, Gloucestershire County Cricket Club has secured the services of one of the world's most renowned pace bowlers, Jerome Taylor. The vastly experienced West Indies international has put pen to paper on a 3-year deal at the Bristol County Ground. Taylor has previously played in England for Leicestershire, Sussex and most recently Somerset, for whom he made a big impact by taking 14 Vitality Blast wickets in 2019 and 22 the previous season. But for the first time, the 35-year-old will be available to his new club in all competitions. Staying in cricket, New Zealand captain Kane Williamson was all praise for his side, who sealed a 3-0 series whitewash over India on Tuesday. The Kiwis beat India by 5 wickets in the 3rd ODI at Mount Maunganui and condemned India to their first bilateral ODI series whitewash in 31 years. Scores in the match: New Zealand 300 for 5, Nichols he scored 80, Guptill he scored 66, the Grandom he got 58 not out, Chahal taking 3 for 47. India they scored 296 for 7, Rahul getting 112, Iyer scoring 62, Bennett taking 4 for 64. New Zealand went on to win by 5 wickets. On to the just concluded ICC Under-19 World Cup. West Indies stars Naeem Young and Jaden Silas have been named in the ICC's Under-19 World Cup team of the tournament. Young, a fast-bowling all-rounder, started in the group stage with 2 half-centuries and a 5-wicket haul, finishing the tournament with 140 runs and 8 wickets. Silas, meanwhile, was one of the most impressive seamers on show during the tournament, claiming 10 wickets at an average of 18 runs apiece. Akbar Ali, who led Bangladesh to victory over favourites India in Sunday's final, has been named captain of the 12-man squad, which includes players from 6 different nations. Bangladesh and India both boast 3 representatives on the team. We move on to swimming now. St. Lucia will be represented for the 2nd time at the Union Americana de Natación Swimming Cup, this year being held in Vaidana Aquatic Complex in Lima, Peru from February 21st to the 23rd, 2020. Invited federations stem from the OECS, the wider Caribbean, North, Central and South America. As a benchmark for qualification, each swimmer would have swum a minimum of 3 motivational swim times within the past 6 months. A total of 8 swimmers held the qualifying times. However, due to personal commitments, 5 swimmers, namely Carrick Charles, Ethan Hazel, Naima Hazel of the Lightning Aquatics, Antoine Destang of the Sharks, and Tristan Dorville of CJs, will take the plunge with 1 goal on their agenda. That's the medal. The 5-member team will be accompanied by coach Peter James. Finally, in tonight's sports news of football, FIFA and FIFPro, the world's players' union, have set up a global fund to protect players' salaries. The FIFA Fund for Football Players will provide financial support to players who have not been and will not be paid by their club. World governing body FIFA has set aside $16 million for the fund up to 2022, split into yearly allocations. Another $5 million has also been allocated for players affected between July 2015 and 2020. That's how we end sports news for tonight.